This is a can of Spam, and this is your average thirst trap. Now, normally the two wouldn't really mix, but unfortunately that's never stopped me before. Hi, I'm Ash, I have a camera, and today we are going to combine these very separate worlds and make a thirst trap for Spam. God, it sounds stupid when I say it out loud. So I was perusing my Instagram comments the other day, and this particular comment caught my eye. Now, if I'm gonna be making a thirst trap for a food, there's no way you guys would set me up with an ugly one. I quit. There's no way I'm gonna do. Now, before we get started jazzing up our Spam block, we gotta figure out what audio and transition to use. Oh, it went so far. Luckily, the audio part was pretty easy because I do this thing where I doom scroll TikTok for hours and call it research, but pretty quickly I came across this audio.
Ashley, look at me.
It's like they're calling to me. Look at me. Okay, imagine it. Instant smash. Now for the transition, probably the most important part of the video, so no pressure. After rubbing my last two brain cells together, I remembered seeing this effect from a while back. Look how clean it is. I mean, it would make the perfect hook, which would be great if I could actually, pull it off. But you know what they say, there's only one way to find out. If I were a smarter person, I'd actually get a mattress to do this on. Good thing I'm not.
Ashley, look at me. Oh, no.
Okay, so the pros are I kinda sorta captured the general vibes of the effect, and the cons are,
oh my god, what is that?
plus my arms already being out to catch myself
God.
really undersells
What
the
is
effect,
that?
even though I admit it was a survival instinct. Really don't want to do this again. But once I hyperfixate on something, I can't just put it down and move on like a regular person. So I face planted some more on my actual mattress, filmed the Spam separately, and yada yada, now they're in the same shot.
Look at.
Perfect. But Ash, I hear you ask, how are you gonna make the Spam not look like that? Well, funny you'd ask. Welcome to my very professional, put together studio. Yes, I'm sitting on the floor of my bedroom, but that's not important. So in all of my food videos, I start with a main ingredient, and you're never gonna guess what that is. But by itself, I wouldn't say Spam is the most attractive food in the world. So I like to include my subject in recipes whenever I can. So in Hawaii, there's this very popular recipe called Spam musubi. I personally am not even a fan of Spam, but I love Spam musubi. That's how good it is. So for my video, I'm going to start with the rice base. My idea is to take cooked rice. Ow. I'm gonna stop motion the grains of rice. I'm gonna stop motion the grains of rice to come together and form the little shape that I want. So one thing I didn't anticipate was how disgusting this was gonna be. But other than whatever this is, I think the shot turned out pretty good. So at least we have that.
Anyways.
So once your rice has been squished into submission and punched out of the mold, that's when you start focusing on the Spam. And I forgot to mention this, but I've been marinating the Spam in teriyaki sauce. If you were actually making Spam musubi, it would be to introduce some more flavor. But for the sake of the video, I put the Spam with the teriyaki sauce over the stove just to give it a bit of browning and break up that weird naked mole rat color. And at some points I did go a little overboard, but most of them turned out fine. I know what I'm doing. In between the rice and the Spam layers, I'm going to coat it with a layer of furikake just to give it, that little green, to give it green. And on camera, it really pops against the red of the Spam, so. Nice. Feel myself losing it, man. For the last part of assembly, all you gotta do is wrap the seaweed around the entire thing in a nice big hug, and bada bing, bada boom. You just made Spam Musubi. So my Spam Musubi is already assembled, but so far I've only gotten like 4 shots. So my idea is to take a cross section and having the rice, the Spam, and the seaweed all showing all together. But before I do that, I'm actually gonna get the hero shot first, AKA final shot, AKA basically the most important shot of the entire video. And it's important because it's what you leave the viewer with. It's like the last impression. So for this video, I wanna make sure that the Spam Musubi is whole and captured in its most iconic and recognizable form, which is this right here. So I'm just gonna do this before I wreck the entire thing by cutting them all in half.
NANI?!
So as it turns out, cutting nori is, how do I put this? A giant pain in the ass. So I kind of sort of cheated the shot and fake cut the musubi on camera, but we're just gonna keep that our little secret. Right? Right? So now we finally come to the last shot that I really want to get for this shoot. This stuff is called sriracha mayo. And while I was Googling recipes for Spam Musubi, I did come across a couple recipes that said that this pairs really well with it. And I know for a fact this stuff is amazing because in college I put it on literally everything that I ate. I think it'll be a good addition. Well, shit. So that did not go how I thought it was gonna go. On camera, the mayo also just looks really strange. And I feel like there's just like too much going on. There's the orange, there's the flesh color, the green, the rice. It's a little confusing to look at and I'm not like a huge fan of what's going on. Ugh. Okay, so I think my backup plan for now, I'm gonna clean this up. And instead of the sriracha mayo, I'm gonna use more teriyaki sauce. Just because it's a more muted color and also less viscous. So hopefully it like blends into the shot more. We'll see how it goes. So I have a bowl of teriyaki sauce, but as you can see, it's very liquidy. And liquids have this thing called surface tension. And so if I were to just dump it out of the bowl, it'll just run alongside the side of it, which would for sure ruin the shot. So I have this chopstick. I've wetted the end of it, and hopefully I'm gonna try to dump it like this, and hopefully the liquid will just run along the wet part and go down without a hitch. Hopefully. Notice how I keep saying hopefully? I have no idea if this is gonna work. Wish me luck! I'm a little nervous about it. Don't worry, it'll be okay. Here goes nothing. Pray for me. Oh my god, that was so good! Well, goddamn, maybe I should have gotten a Bachelor of Science instead. So those are all the shots that I wanted to get. I'm gonna go edit and hopefully it's good. So here we go.
Ashley! Look at me.
I'm not in focus. Fuck. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I still haven't edited it yet, so I have no idea how it looks. Thank you for watching. Feel free to comment any other thirst traps you want me to make. I'm so tired. It's so hot. I will see you in the next video. Bye!